Hey guys, what is up? It's Orbeez2468 giving you guys the September Red Eyes deck list. On other news, school started and I'm actually doing an okay job in college. It's not bad. Also, that regionals just happened, and I have to say, with Yang Zings, if I didn't lose in the 7th round, I would have kept going, but I lost my third on the 7th, so yeah. Then after that, I sold a bunch of stuff because they're getting reprinted, and I called it on the Dante reprint. So, other than that, this is the updated profile that I will be I've been testing this build out, and this is for players that do not like Summon Skull, but they want to use Red Eyes Lightning. And I have to say, this build's very consistent. I've been testing it over Labor Day weekend and the past week before that on Dev Pro and whatnot, and against the meta, it's pretty good. The only decks I lost to were those random decks that they know what they're doing, but you don't know how they play because you never see those cards in your locals, or they're not top tier. You just don't know how to deal with them. But for everything else, it just wrecks house. So I'm just going to start with the main deck. Triple the Blackstone of Legend. Oh yeah, and if you guys haven't heard, the OCG just revealed for the next set in Japan a Vanity's Emptiness for Dragons, and it works. It's meant for Red Eyes. It's technically meant for Red Eyes. So if I'm gonna explain more of what it is later on, but anyway, I just want to get that out there. So triple Blackstones, because you want to see this fucker as fast as possible. Triple Black Metal, Equip, and Yorota. Triple Black Flare. This is the Xe variant, like rank 7 spam. And yeah, this build is just, it acts like the rank 7 spam. 2 Vanillas, and 1 Archfiend of Lightning. Now, you don't see Summon Skulls. I'm going to get further detail into that. So just stick along, hear me out, and I really like him. He mind fucks your opponent when you use him right. Anybody can say that about any card, but because of the existence of Return of Red Eyes, and it's a quick effect that you can summon whenever you want, your opponent has to decide. Either I get a rank 7 and burn them, or I get a free Regeki next turn. So they gotta get rid of either one. Anyway, that's it for like the new Red Eye support and whatnot. Best tech card of the deck. 2 Divine Dragon Apocalypse. Now, I've mentioned this card in my last video, and there's a good reason why I'm running it. One thing I've noticed with all Red Eyes duels, like I've been watching Red Eyes duels online, is that if they're not running the draw power, they still brick. If you're running Summon Skull, you will brick. Well, he answers that, because what he does is he discards a card and target a dragon type monster in your graveyard as cost. Then you get to add that target to your hand. So the reason why I run 5 Red Eyes instead of the 6 in an Xe build is because of the fact that I get to use him to bring them back, and then use their draw power whenever I want, basically. And he also makes Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon more consistent and less of a brick card. So yeah, I'm just going into my 1-ofs now. Speaking of which, 1 Red Eyes Darkness, 1 Wyvern, 1 Keeper of the Shrine, and my last tech card that I am running, that I saw this in another video, and I gave him credit for reminding me of this card's existence, Komodo Dragon. Just because you can brick with this guy, or you can brick with any of your dragons, and then Dragon Shrine, you just dump him and then you summon. I mean, how can you say no to a free Red Eyes Darkness that you don't have to banish, or any of your level 7s, so you can make your Return of Red Eyes playable ASAP? You know? Anyway, he's a good level 3. I want to run 2, but I don't have another. But then again, I do see that 2 being cloggy. I just want this one first dead, because it's not. It makes me sad. So, that's it for main deck. Anyway, I am going to get into how I use this in the deck even more as you follow along, so stick with me. Alright, spells, then traps. Dragon Shrine, times 3. Make your Komodo Dragon live. Make your Keeper live. Send any of your dragons to graveyard, the Geminis, so you don't brick. And a Dorota for redstone, of course. And it thins your deck faster. Triple cards of red. Since you're running 5 red eyes, the level 7s, you just dump them. And with Divine Dragon Apocalypse, you can make this card more consistent. And if it's dead in your hand, you could just use Divine Dragon Apocalypse to dump it and get a dragon back, like Red Eye's Darkness, as you've seen if this card's dead. So, want to get as many optimal outs as possible. Triple MST. 2 Silver's Cry. People complain at 1, run 2, just because you want your return of Red Eyes as playable as possible. You want to see those level 7s because that's what this whole deck's based off. Spamming those 7s. Then 1 O's. 1 Red Eyes Fusion. So, 1 Red Eyes Fusion. Anyway, let me just continue with the rest of them. 1 Foolish Burial and 1 Soul Recharge. So, let me get out my lightning. So, I am playing the Fusion. As you guys can guess now, I'm only running 1 of the new Fusion. But I'm treating the new Fusion as a win condition. I'll get more detail on that, but 1 Fusion because it's searchable. I don't want to brick with it, and with Divine Dragon Apocalypse, I can just ditch it and get something else if I don't want to fuse. So that way I'm not depending on fusing, and then I can just focus on using him as a free Regeki. Which, it takes opponents by surprise, and at the same time, it helps the deck against the meta, because you've seen the Cloths get a whole field. All their monsters are lower than his attack. Their defense are lower than his attack, besides Decisive Armor. Decisive Armor, there we go. And I just pop them for free. So I'm like, F you. F the fuck you. Traps. Return of Red Eyes. I'm running this at 3. I want to see this card as soon as possible. Divine Apocalypse Dragon. Can discard it to get something else. That's another reason why I run 3, so I can ditch a dead one, because usually I sit on 1, and then have the other one set, and then I don't need the third one. And then Divine Apocalypse, ditch, get something up, get Darkness Metal back, and then I just spam the level 7s all over again, you know? 1 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Warning, 1 Compulse, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Alright, so, since we're on Vanity's Emptiness, I want to point out more detail of the new Vanity's Emptiness for Dragons coming out in 2 sets for us, which is called Dragon's Bind. Continuous trap card. Only activate this card if to target a dragon-type monster I control that has 2,500 or less attack and defense, which is neither player can special summon monsters that has attack lower than the original attack of the targeted monster, and when the target goes, destroy this card. So I can still send cards to my graveyard. As long as I keep that fucker out, I'm good. And if I Xe summon with it, I cannot special summon. So that means I can still tribute summon, which this deck can do it. I can tribute summon, and then I can Xe summon. And since it's not technically leaving the field, it sits there permanently, which is really nice, actually. Really nice. And a lot of decks special summon lower attack monsters than 24. So get out Red Eyes, activate that. Good game. Good game, you fucks. No Unihor. No Winda. No Tellarknights. No Yang Zings. No Ignites. Yeah, it just shuts them down completely. Anyway, that's trap lineup. I just want to get that trap card out of the way because that's such a good trap. Alright, so now we're going to the extra deck. I am missing 1 card from my extra deck. And ironically, I sold 4 of them at the regional. When it turns out I need 2, and I didn't keep 1 of those 4, which pisses me off. So I'll try to get it back. Anyway, I run 1 of the Fusion, treat them as a win condition, bait out my opponent's plays with all the Red Eyes, because they just keep cycling each other with Return, Blackstone, themselves, and Metal Flare, which, here's the triple Metal Flares that I mentioned. Sexy Ghosts. Kind of wish they were ulti, but I have ghosts of almost every Xe created besides Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. So yeah, I treat him as a win condition, so I don't necessarily need to bring him out, but still, it's great to have him because he does answer problems. He gets to outrun stuff and burn the opponent for game. Double Dragosack. Because, hey, pop more monsters or back row if I need to. Bait out that Phoenix Chain. Bait out that Breakthrough Skill. I just want to bait everything out, then I just kill you. One Big Eye. One Master Blade. This is the one I want at 2. Because this deck hates Burning Abyss with a passion. And since they all target, I could just summon him and it's like, okay, come at me, bro. Come at me. One Gaia, the Thunder Charger. And then for now, in number 74, 101's taking its place. Dweller. Key Beetle is OP. Key Beetle, target Return of Red Eyes. Okay, I'm good. Return of Red Eyes stays. He stays. Or Vanity's Emptiness. I'm good. Sky Blaster. Queen Dijin. And one Emerald. Alright guys, so that is my deck. And like I said, this is for players that want to use the new Red Eyes Archfiend monster. So in this build, you don't need Summon Skull. You don't brick as much. Your only bricking problem would have to be your Red Eyes Darkness Metal and your level 7s. But you have outs. Divine Dragon Apocalypse, MVP. Great level 4 that the deck has. And I'm just thankful it's dark so I can bring Key Beetle out a lot easier. That's the deck. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have yourself a good day now. And I hope you all had a good Labor Day weekend. Ciao.